Casino del Sol Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So TCU's offense will take the field first. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. As we get late in the season, his performance has made him a contender, if not one of the favorites for the Heisman Trophy. Gonna run it. It's Payne. Got room at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
To the air, it's Craig. Snagged in the middle, it's Dwyer. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Turning it on. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They put the brakes on him.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his target. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Buying time to his right. He's going to take off. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Horned Frogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, TCU!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
So Arizona's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw. In traffic, it's Jordan. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Drives inside. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he puts through the extra point. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Handoff to the single running back. Got the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense working from the pistol. Sets his feet. It's Craig. Throws to the wideout. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Whip it out to the back on the screen.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it down the right side. Finds a seam. Touchdown! Cats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to the ground game on the left. Enough to move the chains. He's loose down the left side. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second.
Number 48, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Arizona offense coming onto the field. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Trying to get the corner. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moving the pocket, it's Fafita. Finds his tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Gallagher. Flying out to the left. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Sees a crease. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the diving catch down the right side.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Second and long here. Back to throw, it's Craig. Finds his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Out wide right, it's Payne. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Turns into the pile. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Right side, it's Payne. Touchdown, TCU! A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Right down the middle. He's got it. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Arizona in a hurry.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's got the first down. There he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Horned Frogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Tells the run, wants to pass. Rolls right. He'll get rid of it. Just gets rid of that one.
And I would say they got him exactly where they didn't want him as a defense. All that speed, he gets outside the pocket, rolling to his right. You think he's going to take off. How about he tries to throw the football, can't fit it in there, throws the incompletion. The defense was scared for a second there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The RPO got him. Could not make his way to the corner.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on third down. Moves the pocket. It's Craig. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Smashes it between the uprights. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Wants to throw one first. Quickly out to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Way off target there. Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Spivey. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. TCU calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll field this one in tight quarters. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in from the TCU sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered.
Time to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page playing.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Eastern Michigan, taking on the Central Michigan Chippewas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Working the ground game. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Out wide right. It's Craig.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Follows his blocks. It's Payne. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might as well run him again. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On the move. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
Looking to throw, it's Craig. The quick out. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, it's Payne. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Horned Frogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Payne.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Payne. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Gets rid of it.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle. It's Gallagher. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Left side is Craig. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of running room. 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Got him on the RPO. Turning it on. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Right side, it's Walker. Caught, and he's got room. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Running to the left. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Quick handoff. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point is good. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Wildcats sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back. But look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Scanning the field, it's Craig. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Wants to go up top on second down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a fourth down. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Arizona offense coming onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Slings it downfield. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
All right, ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Really nice job of communicating with one another and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move and looking deep. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Handoff again. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Knocked down immediately. The Wildcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Red Evan on the RPO. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on 3rd down? Works his way forward, has enough for the first down. Ball spotted at the 32. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Straight ahead, it's Walker. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Swings it out to his running back. To the 10. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Using his feet, and he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Well, with what we have